but doesn't have the range safety of something like a Jinx or even, honestly, the Azir that we saw last game. So what will the final option be here? It's Vayne. Okay.
Okay.
And you know, I honestly, you have to respect it.
Ward to spot it exactly what Elyoya and Alvaro up to, because this is what I was talking about. Like, this duo of both Braum and Trundle, incredibly strong on the invade if they can start getting some of those auto attacks down.
Supa has recognized that fist fighting is the solution. Who's going to get it? That's the third stack. Knockback on Aguma. Flash forward auto in the 1v1. Supa comes out on top.
The Vayne dueling power is so strong, and even with the barrier, Gumayushi isn't able to match Supa. Early first blood for MKOI.
And again, that's part of the reason why we've seen this matchup before. In the 5v5, Sivir can be a powerhouse, but in the 1v1, Vayne so strong here early on. MKOI now looking to keep that advantage going, but it looks like T1 may have caught them out. Double knockup coming in for Doran. Owner now on the chase. Elyoya needs to get the hell out. Mirwan not doing much to interrupt. Double flashes. Elyoya trying to get fancy with the footwork, but it's not nearly enough. Kaza blows continuing to stack, but Mirwan now needs to leave as well. Flash over the wall to Sage, but Carry immediately falls with the Zenith Blade. Now it's Alvaro knocked up. The solo on the top side immediately counteracted by T1 in the bottom lane.
This is where Wukong becomes terrifying in some of these fights, especially as he gets towards that Triforce.
Yeah, Triforce, we've seen it.
Alongside Supa being in a decent spot. So, at least for MKOI, they've kind of got those two parts of the map they can play through. Whereas for T1, again, like, I wouldn't be surprised if you just see a ton of pressure now towards Faker and Jojo Pyun. Try and do a similar story of what we saw in the last game. Burn flashes on Jojo, rinse and repeat over and over, and just make this Cassio incredibly uncomfortable.
Definitely a solid option as Doran gets a little tricky with the tunnels there. Luckily does not take a tower shot, but now it's Owner coming in behind. Mirwan, of course, has the ulti available. Public execution back into Owner, trying to get tricky with it. Bit of a sidestep there. The Sundering Strike ready to come through, but he just has no time to press the button. Two spins coming in, but Mirwan! He gets a kill back onto Doran! A catastrophic miscalculation!
That's the second time T1 have tried to dive an Abessa this weekend, and it's the second time it's backfired.
Supa caught out briefly, cleanses, goes invisible with the final hour, but he's hitting the wrong target. Guma immediately using on the hunt. Supa now debating if he can chase, but that's the heal coming in for Carry. It takes over to level 6 just in time, and there's no cleanse this time around! Alvaro comes in to try to body block, flash over from Supa to the bush! Guma not afraid to flash forward, but now he's face first at Elyoya. Concussive blow, stacking 3. Alvaro desperate for the 4th, but it's Faker coming in from behind. Jojo also on the way, but he's just too far away. Alvaro locked up. The hubris of Supa once again punished.
It feels like this balance of powers where
Supa's still not able to complete that Blade of the Rune King. Carry now ghosting it, looking for the lockup onto Supa. Supa no cleanse available, going invisible courtesy of the final hour. Now wants to get the hell out, but there's Owner to start spinning. Supa taken down. Owner on a killing spree.
It's everyone on T1 focusing on Supa, making sure this Vayne cannot get ahead. The ghost from Keria puts him into the perfect position, and even if he doesn't get some of the stuns, just buys the time to Keria.
Just be careful, pillar down, forced to flash. Smite for a bit of extra slow. Ulti already down as well from Elyoya. That's one tanky Trundle. Carrier going to fall. Elyoya still a powerhouse. Owner getting locked up. 2 stacks because of blow, and he uses the clone to escape.
He's going to be happy to take away some of these plates on the top end of the map. In return, T1 going to be getting that dragon, so looking for these trades. But again, T1 kind of playing around. Oh, hang on.
Doran. Potentially a little bit overconfident. Slowed up. He's just going to get taken out. I think thought that he could get a bit more. The rest of the team is on the way. Faker is here. Nope, he's...
the Rek'Sai license.
Yeah, I mean, you can make it to top 8, but did you get the Rek'Sai license? I'm not so convinced. It's Faker doing a good job of trading here. Nice sidestep on the Noxious Blast. Jojo Pyun needs to get out. Hasn't hit the Noxious Blast, so doesn't really have the movement speed. Conqueror procs. Faker happy with just the flash. Elyoya moving in. The pillar's going to be big here. Nice initial lockup on Supa as he tries to step back. Alvaro doesn't have the Unbreakable quite yet, and they're starting the retreat. Owner getting good chip damage down to Elyoya. The flash still keeping Elyoya alive. Keep your eyes on that Realm Orb. Hand delivered, but he's already been stunned. Owner locked up for a moment. Wants to turn on to Elyoya. Tries to finish off Supa, but down he goes. Doran arriving just in the nick of time. It's a double knockup. Guma goes over the wall, and he's looking to clean up house. Mirwan's still standing, but he doesn't have the ultimate because of the play
early. Minions bot and the TP from T1 to contest.
Full 5v5. Hex flash over the wall from Carry. Solar Flare available. The Cyclone as well. Alvaro with the blinking health bar is going to be forced to retreat. Does have access to the redemption, so it'll just be the Herald conceded. Are they going to spot him? Not quite. T1 happy to have the objective, and MKOI slowly losing advantage across the map.
Rift Herald put down immediately. The cavalry from MKOI is here, but T1 are here en masse, and this tower will fall with little MKOI can do.
Mirwin starting to kick a fight off, though. Ulti forced out from Owner. That's the Redemption coming forward. He's going to mount up back into the Herald, looking for the triple knock-up, starting to drive through the entire team. Alvaro on the back line. Owner's just hitting everybody. MKOI.
T1 again, starting to push these advantages as we crest the 15-minute mark.
And we've perhaps recognized a problem with the man in the mid lane. Now 2-0. This is what we've decided. He doesn't probably need any more, but just in case you forgot.
This is the first international event I got to this year. I gotta it's a full year of Faker praise saved up.
Yep. Fair. He wasn't even at the first one, so I respect that you were saving it for first stand too. T1 going to grab their third Drake of the game. MKOI not feeling like they're in a comfortable spot to contest. And you can see why, right? Steadily falling behind. 1.5k.
Careful and methodical now on their wave states and setting up the map in their favor.
They have better push, right? And they have the advantage in terms of overall.
Means he is just starting to drift further behind, and Gwinsu's Rage Blade is a big item spike, but we don't get there.
Exhaust onto Elia, locked up, all the CC leverage. Alvaro looking for the disengage as Dorn's off to the side, has been caught by the Condemned. Guma flashing backwards, already used the spell shield. It's Mirwin in the midst of the entire team. Fall with the Petrifying Gaze. Supa's still untouched for now. Slowly they're chipping through the health bars, and Dorn's about to fall. That's the Silver Bolts proccing, blinking health bars across all of MKOI as they start to retreat. Guma, Faker, still alive, the Realm Warp available. T1, do they want to chase?
Public execution of Mirwin, he's going!
We're gonna go back on Guma. Guma with a perfect spell shield, looking for the follow-up as well. Still standing for a moment, but Elia goes right in, looking to chop a bite out of Guma. Supa gets the kill, but Faker untouched for now. Again, MKOI playing on the edge. Owner about to be hand-delivered. Elia looking for the angle with the pillar. Extra movement speed for Jojo, he's not gonna be able to escape. They turn back onto Owner. MKOI still standing.
Faker, goal resources well allocated here. As Adakan just gonna go down because they're trading this for Dragon.
MKOI presumably know this is happening as they set up around the Drake, just don't want to give up. MKOI buy themselves a few more minutes. You talked about it before, 3 items, 2 items. Maybe they feel like they just need a bit more time, and this does give them time to push in. The price of admission for them even to group here is going to be a wave of minions. They fail here, they'll only be even further behind. They're betting it all on this play. That's the Solar Flare, but no immediate fall. Block up onto Jojo Puna is good. Doran going in as well. Jojo Puna flashing forward. They're looking to take out Guma in the midst of the entire fight, but another knockup coming in just in time to keep Guma standing. Mirwin taking him down and moving back out of the fight in the midst. It's the Owner taken out as well. T1 ready to come in with the Realm Warp, ready to turn it back. MKOI though, still 3 members strong. Doran debating, where does he go? What is the angle for this fight?
Supa's lost the ultimate though. He's now way more vulnerable in this fight, and Doran wants to go for it. No flash available for him though.
Elia and Alvaro need to protect Supa. So much damage could come out of this vein, but if a single piece of CC connects, there's likely little they can do to stop any further damage. Heal comes in from Alvaro. Objective getting lower. Knockup coming in from Doran. That's Alvaro taking out of the equation, and Faker's now on the hunt looking to zone Supa out as well. Elia needs to take away the Dragon, needs to deny the soul, and he will do so. Still standing for a damn long time, but not enough to turn the fight. Faker, Doran, Carrier, too strong. MKOI might get the objective, but they lose just about it. Step up. MKOI after that last fight don't feel confident to contest. T1 taking the Baron at 29 minutes.
And Dracos, he talked about the short range already on T1. Having this is a huge book.
Public execution, it looks like they want to get some exit kills in the meantime. Locking up Owner, looking to take him down. Faker and Gumayushi on the way in, but the Redemption already used. No other summoner spells. So we'll just be the single pick that will slow down this Baron, but MKOI know that they need to play for more. They can't afford to let T1 choke them out.
The Rilay's onto Faker though, the slow, nearly enough to keep him in place, but that will slow down this.
MKOI overcommit here. Oh, you'll walk face first into Guma. Lockup is there. Ulti connects from Alvaro. Nice Petrifying Gaze, kick things off, and down they go. MKOI with one more fast play. One more pick, but this time they want the full fight. It's Doran splitting off. In the meantime, MKOI immediately turned back. That's to get them right back into the wall. Lockup for the concussive blows, but the tunnel's keeping Doran standing. All of T1 immediately retreat. They want nothing to do with this. Doran will be sacrificed. T1 punished.
Flashless Guma
as well, taunting, threatening. Trying to distract the members of MKOI. Flash forward from Jojo, completely whiffs. Owner immediately turns right back. Alvaro tries to find the disengage. Lock him onto Guma, does not come through. Mirwin cannot find the angle. Supa still standing for now. Knock back into the wall is good, but Owner wants to take down the bait. He doesn't quite have the damage. Supa still standing, but the rest of MKOI are starting to fall. He splits back into Mirwin. Tumble back into the back line. Knock up from Doran. One more ferocious bite, but the Condemn says not today. Supa standing, but here comes Faker.
Faker finishes off Supa and holds the game for T1 in his hands. It looked like Supa might have been able to hold it, but now with the Dragon Soul in T1's favor, what looked like desperation in the fight may just crumble before them.
Troll ward in the pit though. MKOI didn't take it away, so it means T1 know that they have the time to play slow, to ease into this. Faker flashing forward, trying to get more out of Jojapyun. Jojapyun taking his time. The Petrifying Gaze only going to connect onto Owner. Immediate exhaust to follow up. Doran looking for the knockup as well. And just now, Supa's finally able to join the fight. The Realm Warp going to bring only a few minions in, but that's a clutch pick for T1.
MKOI separated as they try to contest the mid wave while keeping their approach on Baron free. And T1 pounce. That was exactly what they needed in the moment. And just like that, T1 are getting objective after objective.
Just that bit of difference. They burned so many cooldowns in the setup, but once they get that pick, full confidence descendant on the objective. T1 on the precipice of taking the series. MKOI, the cusp of elimination. Have to hold the line.
Doran very quickly making his way through that middle turret. The Demolish doing work. As T1 just letting the minions do the work for them on the bottom lane. There is no one that can really approach these waves, and that wave clear is abysmal on MKOI's side.
That it is. Everyone trying to contest Doran, but again, the tunnels are set up. He's not even going to use it if he doesn't have to. Another inhibitor tower falling, likely 2 inhibitors to follow.
There is a wave amassing on the top side. MKOI, Worlds starting to sneak away from them as T1 continue to put a stranglehold in this game.
Supa walking up stun initially onto Owner, does still have access to the GA. Double ultis, both supports trading.
To find one fight that can fall into another, that can maybe get that domino going in their favor.
Once more into the abyss, once more from Movistar. Koi, Owner locked up for a brief moment, on the hunt used. MKOI retreating back to the river, but unbreakable down for Alvaro already. Oh yeah, isolated. 5 members grouped for MKOI.
Super minions in the base as MKOI start the Elder. They need to find this fight now and quickly.
TP there for Doran, and he's immediately going to use it to go to the base. He wants to threaten the back door. MKOI don't have great tools to respond to this. T1 just need to keep the pressure on, and Doran will end the game. Owner with the knockup to keep things going. Carrier there as well. Rise with the Realm Warp. It's Faker and Guma alongside Doran to try to end it all. Mirwan doing his best to hold the line. TP coming in for Jojapyun. They're not going to be able to cancel it. Mirwan, Jojapyun, they need to make this work. They don't have the angle. Guma with a perfect spell shield is still going to remain standing. T1 move on to the top 8 at Worlds 2025. MKOI are sent packing.